Sanna and Erri here. You can probably hear him soon. He's been very active today. My youngest cat, almost 3 years old. Hello from Finland. It's been cold and snowy, which is wonderful because we've been having a really bad winter until now. So it's been fun. But anyway, I tried to, 2 days ago I posted a blog. There was a recipe for natural cough syrup, and I think it's pretty nice. I haven't had really bad coughs in some years, but I remember having them, and then I would use those chemical cough syrups, and they are really bad for my stomach. And also I just read a study that they don't even work, which is wonderful that I've been using them. So, but there is this one with honey, and honey is actually, if you're not a vegan, it's very good for. Whoops, sorry, cat hopped. Yeah, so it's actually very good. There was a study that showed that honey actually helps to cure 60 or helps to kill 60 different bacteria, so it's actually very good. And so it's people don't use it in vain actually when they get coughs. It's very efficient actually. And also the oils that I put in the recipe, the lemon essential oil is very good. It cheers you up, but it's also antibacterial. And then there's a peppermint oil, which is very good for opening the airways, unless you are dealing with asthma. If you're having asthma, then you might have to skip that one. It's not. Some people I know use it, but it's I'm not. You're not probably supposed to use that, so maybe skip the peppermint if you are dealing with asthma. But then there's also lavender, which is good and calming, so it's good for cold also. And then there's frankincense, which is good for cellular health. Cellular health. I can't talk today, but it's good for the cells, and it also fixes cells. So it's good if you're not feeling well. And so try the recipe. I will link it somewhere. But then I also wanted to give some other tips from doTERRA if you are not feeling some natural solutions. If you're not feeling well, I've been using myself those On Guard capsules. If I start to feel bad or I feel like I'm coming down with something, I used 2 of those a day, and then I use them as long as I have it or it goes away. Then I don't take those anymore. But for my kid who's 2, he can't swallow capsules, so for him I just use the On Guard oil and put 1 drop to a big amount of coconut oil, and then I just rub it on his back. So for him I use it in that form, but I use capsules myself because they are very easy. I would show them, but my father is actually using them right now, so he has them. And there's also On Guard cough drops. I like to use them if I have they are officially protecting throat drops. They have On Guard also in them, and I like them because if I sometimes have pain in the throat, then it's very good, and they're pretty slow. You don't have to use them maybe 1 at a time, because if you buy something from the store, I feel like you have to use a lot of them at the same time. And then there are also, if you're feeling congested, there are those doTERRA Breathe respiratory drops. So they are more open up if you feel if you have a cough and obviously something tries to come out, then those are pretty good. They are also very strong, so maybe not for kids. I wouldn't maybe use for kids the cough drops or the respiratory drops. But unless you have bigger kids who are already bigger, for those I would probably use them. But not for small ones. They are pretty strong. Yeah. But anyway, I want to give those tips yeah. So try to, if you're not feeling well, try to get well, and I'm sure the spring is soon coming.